What's up, everybody? Welcome to the 2010 Pyromaniac.com fantasy outlook video of Devin Hester. Everybody knows Devin Hester is fast as you know what, so we do know that about Hester. This is his third year as a wide receiver since making conversion from a cornerback. Didn't really return a lot of punts last year, and it was his first year as a wide receiver, full-time. Wait, so I think I said this is his third year as a full-time wide receiver. I actually think this is his second. It's not really important. What we do need to know about Devin Hester is that it's really interesting because he has the most experience as a wide receiver than the other two guys that are getting a lot of love and attention. Initially, when I first did some drafts early in the offseason, Hester was consensus #1 pick out of the three Bears wide receivers. The other two I'm referring to, of course, are Devin and Johnny Knox. But as the hype builds, as it always does, you have to be careful of the hype. I'm seeing Johnny Knox, then Devin then Hester go. Who ends up being the best out of those three? I think it's going to be a crapshoot. I could see any three of those guys doing it. Hester could work out of the slot and have, 90-plus catches. You could see go off and have great games like he did at the end of the season against the Vikings where he had 2 touchdowns. I think he actually had a 4-touchdown stretch in 3 games at the end of last year. And then you have Johnny Knox, who seems to be the darling that everybody's targeting. I do like all three. You can get all three starting in about the 8th. Typically, those guys start going off the board in the 7th round in 12-team drafts, and the latest I've seen any of them fall was Hester. I actually got Hester in the 11th round a few days ago in an early draft. So what do? Flip a coin? I don't know. We'll see how it pans out. What I think you need to do is target which guy you like the most and then go with it. But the good news is that Mike Martz is in town. He typically helps his wide receivers do really well. When he first came onto the scene, the greatest show on turf, everybody knows about Torrey Holt and Isaac Bruce, but everyone seems to forget about Oz Hakeem, who was also a good player that year, put up decent numbers as a spot starter wide receiver 3 starter. But a lot of similarities to these 3 wide receivers as with those 3 wide receivers. So it should be a fun season. It's really good news for Jay Cutler. It's really bad news for Greg Olsen. I'm sure you're aware of that if you caught my Greg Olsen preview. If not, check out the link to the left here about how I feel about Greg Olsen. But yeah, target Hester. I think he'd make a great wide receiver 3. If you play in PPR leagues and you go wide receiver 3, get your 3 wide receivers early, you get Hester as a 4th. I think he's a great guy to have as a bye week fill-in starter. If I load up, if I go quarterback, get my tight end, get 2 wide receivers, get my running backs, and I'm waiting on a 3rd wide receiver, and I've got all those positions covered, then I have no problem rolling with Hester as my wide receiver 3. So that's it for Devin Hester. Make sure you pick up our draft kit. We're going to help you win your fantasy leagues. We're busting ass, so you guys don't have to, and get you guys to dominate. So pick up the draft kit at Pyromaniac.com. If you're on Twitter, give us a follow at Pyromaniac with a 1 and 7 I, or you can give me a follow at Pyro_Lion. I just went over 20,000 tweets. Only had my account since November, so I'm tweeting all the time, tweeting like a damn madman. So hit us up. Also, we've got our new site launching, FantasyFootballPharmacy.com, FFPharmacy.com also will get you there, so make sure you check that out, bookmark it. It's a website that's going to change the game. All right, talk to you guys later. Lots more videos to come. Peace.